The Capricorns, welcome to your love reading for April 2020. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email and we can make that happen. A few other things I'm going to mention before I get to your reading. I'll make them quick, I promise. I'll be leaving a link below for what your love interest is thinking or feeling, whether it's a crush, a current, or an ex, or a soon-to-be ex. And in that spread, we have something you do not know about them, so make sure you check that out. Check out my 2020 Sun Moon reading predictions that are in my playlist. My 2019s are in there also. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook or Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. And the camera gave out while I was shuffling, so you guys don't need the shuffling process. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So we have the King of Pentacles here in the upright for energies, love energies prior to April. We have the Strength card in reverse for energies, love energies for April. And then moving forward or out of April into May, we have the Magician card in the upright. So with this King of Pentacles that I get in this deck, and I mean, just in this reading in general, I get lamenting. I got this in another reading too. Lamenting. Look how he's stroking this bull and kind of offering this bull this. It's almost like when you want an animal to comfort you, and that's what I'm getting. So I feel like prior to April, you guys were kind of going through something. It's almost like you have everything in the world. You're successful, in every other area except in love. Okay, and something didn't work out, and here you are with your pet bull, stroking, getting comfort from them, kind of looking at this pentacle in a longing way, like, why didn't it work out? Why aren't things working out? Why do I have everything that I want in the world except for, this one thing? And talking to the bull, and the bull looks sympathetic. I mean, his head is down, his eyes are soft, so I feel like I'm getting that kind of energy prior to April. You have everything in the world except for that one person or that one kind of relationship that you kind of want to have. Now, the Strength card is here in reverse for love energies for April, and that's the card of Leo, if that resonates. And what I'm getting from this is that it really is kind of affecting you, because you guys are the type of people that whatever you set out to achieve, you make it happen. And for, when it comes to love, in all other areas, if you want something to happen, you come up with a plan and a strategy, and you say ABC is going to result in D, and you figure out a path, what your strategy is going to be, and slow and steady wins the race. And that's how it's always been. But this formula doesn't apply when it comes to love. So you're feeling a little bit helpless. Strength card in reverse has you feeling, kind of questioning yourself, starting to feel badly about yourself, kind of having conversations like, why don't they like me? Why haven't I found somebody? Really kind of depending on what other people, are doing or feeling about you. Not feeling really secure in the love department. And like I said, just generally kind of doubting your abilities when it comes to love. Again, why can I make anything else happen for me except for this? So the Magician card, as you move out of April into May, is kind of telling me you decide to go about things in a different way. You had your period of lamentation, if that's a word, kind of beating up on yourself, feeling badly, and then you kind of pick yourself up by the bootstraps and say, okay, I need to do things differently. I'm not somebody to be held down. I have my pity party back here, and now I'm going to figure things out. So I'm going to need to use everything that's available out there. I'm going to need to figure out what I want, what is my focus, and I'm going to need to use everything that's available out there to make it happen, okay? To find love, to find new love, okay? So if you're using, online dating, or you're networking more, or you go out to happy hour after work and you're more social, or although we're not supposed to be social during this time, but you get what I'm saying. You decide, okay, just because this held me down the way that I did it, I'm really good at reinventing myself and figuring things out. So, and the Magician card can also be just improving your relationship with yourself. Figuring out, empowering yourself. Becoming a better version of yourself, so that you can attract the best version for you. So it could be any one of those things, but figuring out a new way to do it, using a different tool set or a different way of doing things. To reemerge, so to speak. Why is the King of Pentacles here in the upright for Capricorn? Who is this person? What is this energy? Why is the King of Pentacles here in the upright? Love energies prior to April. Who is this person? What is this energy? Yep, Strength card in reverse also with this card. You just weren't feeling very good about yourself, weren't feeling on top of the world, feeling like there's something something that you can't attain, someone that you can't be with, that you want to kind of be with. Magician cards here too. So even though you're going through that, you're realizing you're going to come out of this struggle. It's just a matter of finding out the right way to do it. Or you were thinking, I'm going to come out of this. It's just figuring out what the right way is to do it. And I will find the right way. One of the things you're kind of doing is focusing on maybe what the actual, issue is. So instead of kind of addressing topics, you're focusing on the issue. Why isn't this happening? Why can't I get this person? And the magician inspires you. You say, well, I have the power to figure this out, and I'm going to use the power to figure this out and do this. Even though I wasn't doing it in the right way before, I'm sure that if I apply my powers in the right way, if I choose to manifest things in the right way, they will happen. So I feel like it's a process for you. End of March into April and much of April. It's definitely a process. Why is the Strength card here in reverse for Capricorns? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for Capricorns. Why is the Strength card here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay, King of Cups in the upright. Two of Cups. Okay, I don't feel like the King of Cups and Two of Cups, I don't feel like this is an actual person. I feel like in order to come out of this, you've decided you need to manifest what you want. So the King of Cups is actually your focus. And you're saying to yourself, this is the kind of person that I want in my life. I want someone who is, the best version for me, somebody that is a very good mate, somebody that is supportive, somebody that's not over the top when it comes to emotions. They kind of, can hold their crap together under pressure, but they are very empathetic, and they're always understanding, and they're always willing to listen. So you're kind of formulating who this person is, what kind of bond you want to have with this person. So with this Two of Cups, and I feel like this is what you guys need to do. You need to set up like a focus in your mind. That's how things are done, right? You kind of like envision in your mind, like a vision board or whatever, of what your ideal person would be. And then you just manifest, or mantras daily, or affirmations, or whatever, to kind of bring that person into your life. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing to kind of pull yourselves out of this. So we have the Two of Cups here, and this is a connection to somebody like no other. Okay. You want to find that person that is the yin to your yang, that understands you at a level like no other. You want to have that partnership, that deep soulmate connection, if you believe in that kind of stuff, the one, your person, you want to find that. So you're just kind of like focusing on that to make it happen. And the Chariot card here in the upright, which is the card of Cancer, if that resonates, is you kind of doing that. You being very focused and determined, and saying to yourself, this is what I'm visualizing that I want, this type of person. So how am I going to get there? And you decide, you put things in place in order to make that happen. One of the things that you're working on is getting your confidence back. Another thing you're working on is getting your focus back. Another thing you're working on is being determined and not letting anything hold you down until you achieve your goal. Okay. And that you aren't going to compromise in between here and that person, that ideal person that you want. So I like how you kind of pull yourself out of it. And it does lead to you feeling almighty and powerful. I actually get with this Magician card, if you do this step right, I think when you get to here, you're going to be able to pick and choose whoever you want. You're going to manifest, because the energy that you have is just going to be contagious, and people are going to be incredibly drawn to it, because you're just exuding this, power of positivity and what have you. So, obviously people are going to be very attracted to that and are going to want to be around it. So I almost feel like it's going to be you pick and choose your suitors. Yep. Ace of Cups in the upright, filling your cup of emotions, a new love, that could bring a proposal, something that's absolutely going to fill your cup, overflow your cup with things. We'll hold off on that Four of Pentacles. I hate when you pull out a cool card and then that kind of comes up and you're like, I can pull one more. And Ten of Cups in the upright. Okay, so they're saying don't overdo it, all right? So here we have the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups. Those are two really great cards, okay? And here you are feeling almighty and powerful, and you might be overdoing it. You might be kind of like, I don't know, setting the bar really high, or and I shouldn't even say it that way. I mean, it's great to have something you want in mind. You make it too ideal, you're setting yourself up for disappointment, I feel like. And I think when you do that, one of the reasons why you're, kind of setting the bar like crazy high and wanting something perfect, this is the disappointment you're setting yourself up with. It's kind of saying that there's part of you is not kind of going about it the right way. You want it for the wrong reasons. I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, I think some of you are going to have to do some digging into your past, and you need to find out why it's so important to you to have the perfect relationship, and to manifest that for yourselves, because I feel like it's coming out of fear. And I feel like it's coming from, when I have the perfect person, I will be perfect. Perfect is really not a good word, because perfect doesn't exist. And I almost feel like you want, part of you, and some of you may or may not admit this, but part of you want this for shallow reasons, okay? And try not to get sucked into that, because I'm seeing that with the Four of Pentacles, and then what's going to happen is this manifestation isn't going to happen, and then you're going to get frustrated because things aren't happening, because you're not owning the reasons why you want things to be so great. And I feel like it's something deeper that you kind of have to deal with and unblock before you can kind of move forward. Otherwise, you're going to be, I often say with this card, like just running on a hamster wheel. Your efforts aren't going to yield anything until you figure out your real reason for wanting it so badly, okay? And if it's not going to be a positive reading, or it's a band-aid on a gunshot wound or what have you, then things are not going to turn out well, okay? So that's the only thing I would say in that. It's good to be positive, a little bit over the top, overly optimistic. Impossible goals or whatever can be self-defeating. So just be careful of that, okay? Alrighty, but I mean, otherwise it looks good. If you need a personal reading, just send me an email and we can make that happen. Click on the link below for what your love interest is thinking. I didn't see one in here, I don't think, but I mean, so it could be whoever you're kind of focusing on, what your love interest is thinking or feeling. And then there will also be a card that I will pull for something you do not know about them. Again, check out my 2020 Sun Moon predictions that are in my playlist, or my 2019s. Like, share, subscribe. Check me out on Ask Me a Question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Otherwise, adios. Bye.